Welcome, buenas noches, ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros. Welcome to
at Home. Sofa Soul, guys. It's my first time hosting, and I'm feeling all the butterflies and the jitters in the world.
Familia, welcome back to Soul Untapped.
What's going on? Hello. Welcome to Spitting on the Spot with me, Andre Chulisi Rodriguez. I am Chulisi, the chulo that takes it easy.
How you doing, New York City Poetry Festival? As you heard, we are Souletri, collective of writers, artists, poets, comedians, and more. Based out in Philly, thanks to the pandemic, you would have thought that it separated us, but it created an even stronger bond and a bigger family, going from the East Coast to the West Coast to Canada to Puerto Rico. What are we? We are Poetical!
I go by Aleja, and I am a Poetical.
My name is Ryan. I'm from Philly, and I am a Poetical.
My name is Leah V, and the place to be, and you can call me a Poetical.
This is Brandon B. Arizega, and I am a Poetical.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome, and happy. Is this Monday? It sure is. Happy Monday. Thank you for joining us for a very, very, very special event. It is the 5-year anniversary of Souletri. If you are on this and you know us, you see how much work has been put in, how much the family has grown. If you don't know us, welcome, and be prepared to meet some of the family, see some amazing talent, and just really rejoice in what has been done in the last 5 years. If you don't follow us yet, don't know what you're doing, but let's stick to the shtick. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Souletri, Instagram @Souletri_. Do not forget the underscore. And YouTube, just look up Souletri and give us a follow. As you may or may not know, I am your host for tonight, B, writer, performer, host extraordinaire. As you saw before, I know there was a lot to soak in that video, which really did make me smile. Shout out to Jose, the founder of Souletri, but I am one of 4 Poeticals. Souletri has published a book called Poeticals, a compilation of 4 different artists approaching 4 writing prompts. Check us out. Look at the beauty right here in the making. Look good, don't it? On top of that, I'm in there and I look good. So there's that as well. We also got Ryan, Aleja, and Leah V, all amazing, talented, astounding, and mind-blowing artists. So let's start to get into tonight a little bit. I'm gonna break the ice. As you know, it's International Women's Month, so everything tonight is for the ladies in some way, shape, or form. Special shout out to y'all. I'm gonna start my first set with a poem called. I'm actually juggling, but I'm gonna start off strong. I call this 6 weeks. 6 weeks. They say women have 6 weeks to terminate a pregnancy. Generally, I say women don't even realize till after 6 weeks. Then again, I'm not a woman. How is it that we let men politicize a woman's body? They hardly understand the decision so personal. First and foremost, a person who will never know what it means to have the ability to give life has no right to chime in on discussions regarding deities, goddesses, and queens. Secondly, pro-life isn't so strong of a debate if you still got children in cages, children falling into the hands of rapists, abusers, monsters that don't stay under the bed or inside the closet, children starving, children suffering, children in the system disregarded. Remember, Y'all the ones that said it was all lives. So if you're pro-life, work on protecting all lives, including the ones that already have life and only know strife and deserve a chance just as much, if not more, than the 6-week fetus. You hypocritical and elitist pricks are going so hard to protect, even as far as to strip away human rights, but tripping as if you can stop them from taking a trip to another state, or to a back alley doctor, or to the dry cleaner for a wire hanger, or to the bodega for a warm malta, or down a hill, or down the stairs, or into the arms of the Holy Father. See, that might sound graphic, but you don't know the drastic measures a woman will take when they panicking and another life isn't an option. There's no stopping abortions, just safe abortions. What happens if that fetus is a result of molestation, a reminder to someone of everything they want to forget? What happens when the child will inevitably fall into the life of neglect? Where's the sense in protecting a life that's not yet given over the millions of ones already present? When those unborn lives are thus far blessed to not have been forced to see life's ugliness. 6 weeks. 6 weeks isn't enough time to declare a life by whatever science you use to justify it. It's not enough to let a woman go blind into creating a whole other life for herself and the baby inside, whose quality of life is still undecided. 6 weeks is probably what it took to contrive this misogynistic nonsense. Men need to mind the business that pays them and praise the bodies that raise them, create for them, fight for them. It's not right for them to tell a woman what she can do with her free will. If men could bear children, would this be a discussion still? Thank you. I'll be popping in a little more tonight, as host. But we have a lot of talent here within our family that, of course, I want to present to you. So first, I am going to bring up. Please hold. I am pulling up the set list. I'm going to bring up a amazingly talented woman, and let me tell you, I would be the male version of her if I could hold a note, but I can't. So she got that one up on me. I say this to her all the time. Miss Tiffany Janell, what is up? Welcome. There's that face.
Hola.
What up, baby? Good seeing you.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
I'm well.
Happy anniversary, babes.
Right. Shout out to that. Happy anniversary, Souletri, Jose, everybody a part of it. Hey, Gabby, how you doing, girl?
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? The original host, by the way, of Soul at Home when we first started during the pandemic.
Right.
Very, very large shoes to fill, but she on mama duty now.
And she was nervous and for nothing. She's a natural.
I'm saying. But I haven't seen you since the Poeticals launch in Philly. How's everything been?
Yeah, everything's been well. I mean, working, trying to get some things put together and situated. And
all right. Baby, my memory is trash. I smoke a little bit. Let's plug you in before we even move further. What are your socials? Where are we finding you?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Miss Tiffany Janell. That's my main account. So MSTIFFANY. If you can see my name displayed there, I also have the handle there.
Can I see the name displayed there? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Can you stop selling yourself short? Where else can we find you, ma'am? There is your name. But you got some music anybody could listen to anywhere?
It's not out yet. I'm working on it. I'm actually going to be singing one of them today. You may have heard it at one of the other shows, but yeah, that's going to be one of the songs for tonight.
Oh, you know what? I have a feeling. But all right, I'm gonna just, without further ado, y'all, this woman is. Let's go, Miss Tiffany Janell. What do you got for us?
Thank you. So I have 2 songs. The first one is going to be one of my mashups. I love my mashups. And this one I actually sang at the first Souletri show in Philly. And I'm Puerto Rican. I sing a little bit of everything, and one of my favorite genres to sing is anything in Spanish. So this is a couple back-to-back Spanish songs, and if you are familiar with them, you want to sing along, cool. Can't wait to hear it. And if not, hopefully it's something that you like. But either way, we're gonna have just a good time tonight, a little vibe out, celebrating Souletri. All right. I didn't know I was going to go yet. I thought you were going to say something else. All right, here we go. Como la flor con tanto amor me diste tú, se marchitó, me marcho hoy, yo sé perder, pero ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele. Ay, cómo me duele. Los dos estamos perdidos en un barco sin destino, navegando en lo prohibido, atrapados en los mares de pasión, perdidos, entregados sin medidas, en silencio y escondidas, esperando a que amanezca nuestra tierra prometida. I love Mark Anthony. If you know me, you know this to be true. And if you don't love him, what are you waiting for? It's one of my favorites. Nadie como ella. No hay nadie como ella, tan dulce, tan bella. Me juego en la vida por ella. No hay nadie como ella. Es fuego que quema. Me estoy que me muero por ella. Yeah, yeah. How many of y'all went to Bad Bunny's concert the other day? I didn't, but I saw everyone's Snapchat, so it was fine. Dile que tú eres mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía, tú misma lo decías cuando yo te lo hacía. So tell me what you want from me, take a look at what you see, let me know if this right here, something you can have or give. Mía, mía, tú sabes que eres mía, mía. That is it. Thank you. So that was a little mashup. I love just putting different songs together, favorite parts and just pieces of songs. Sometimes they make sense and they flow, and sometimes they're just random. But you know, sometimes the random is what's more fun. But so thank you for listening to that. The next song is an original. It's called Think. And I wrote it to a track. This isn't a track of mine, but it's an original nonetheless. Here you go. Think by Tiffany Janell. Who do you think you are? Running around here. Who do you think you are? Collecting those fears. No time for your games. Tired of always analyzing everything that they say. Who do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? Disturbing my peace. Don't mess with me, 'cause I'm on a mission to find my inner divine. Don't try to complicate things. I've heard it all before. Same stick, same stones. I don't build with what you throw. So tell me, who do you think you are? Running around here. Who do sting those fears. Oh, no time for those games, tired of away, analyzing everything that they say. Who do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? Disturbing my peace. Thanks.
There you go. I knew it was that song.
I knew you knew it.
I knew it. I was like, yes. And let me see.
When I was supposed to sing it tonight, I was like, all right.
So my thing is, right? And you know, I think I'm good for letting everybody know in public about how I'm a violent Souletri brother. I definitely threaten to fight you if this song wasn't released the next time we did something like this. And that was in December. Let's talk about it.
Well, soon. That's soon.
You're way too talented, and that song way too good to not be released and shit. I'll keep my foot on your neck every month. Clearly, a lot of y'all need the bullying. You had to go for Alyson earlier. That was honestly, that was just fun. I just missed her. So speaking of, let's have a little family chat, guys. Let's bring up Miss Alyson Cadena.
Yes, Ali.
Babyface beat. You was ready? You was ready?
I was ready. I've been watching. I'm tuned in. I've been jamming in the back. I know Jose's probably laughing at me because I keep the video on and I'm like, yeah, sing it.
Oh, baby, I'm over here like, who do you think you are? Like, I know the lyrics. And I know. I'm just like, yeah. But welcome, as y'all may or may not know, this is another lovely hostess of ours for, I want you to sing it just like the intro. Can I get a...
Songs for the soul.
Woo! Yes, familia. Let's talk. First off, just, thanks to Jose and this family we have to be able to just meet y'all, work with y'all, perform with y'all, all that. You guys are both so dope, amazing talents. Again, Tiff, I am intimidated by you. I want to be you. I would get a wig right now, pretend I am you, hit this mic really quick, but those notes ain't gonna hold. And Alyson, down to our first interaction with the very first, Soul at Home, and you already know how we relate as a Capricorn siblings and not just Souletri siblings. And your music is everything. Y'all definitely got a street. Tiffany's gonna get her shit out there because she's gonna get bullied into it. But meantime, definitely follow Alyson everywhere you can, which I'm gonna have her plug in a minute. But I text her every single time I'm driving down the highway and listening to Red Flags because, baby, we've had to talk several times.
We've come to the conclusion that we are equally emo, toxic Capricorn goats.
Red flags are Six Flags, baby.
I'm not in the work, and that's what matters most.
You know what? Like my therapist says, knowledge is power. We're self-aware, wherever that goes. What's up? Nubia, baby, what's up? Sending love to you too. So, all right, guys, let's talk. What I want to know from the both of y'all, because I don't hear this story often, your first experience interaction with Souletri. Tiff, you started.
Jose reached out to me. Well, I call him Jose now, but originally it was Kiko. And now it's sometimes I'm like, what am I calling you? Jose, Kiko? I'm just going to call you both. That's fine. And he'll answer both, so it's funny. But yeah, he reached out to me on Instagram and told me that he was having the event in the West End in New York. And yeah, he thought that I lived in New York. And I was like, yeah, I'm coming from Philly. And he's like, oh, snap. I thought you lived out here. And I was like, it's not a problem. I'll get out there. Just let me know the details. And I went, it was a couple of us, and it was the first time. And I automatically was like, I love it. I can't wait to come back. You walk down and it was just a little bar. And then it had a secret, I call it a secret entrance into the stage and the seating area. But overall, the thing that stuck out to me the most was out of all the performances and different venues and things like that I've been performing in, Souletri has always, every single performance, it's always felt genuine. It's felt welcoming. There's a sense of comfort. you know? Yeah, I think those would be the main things. But that was my first time with Souletri.
Do you remember the first thing you performed?
Yeah, I did a spoken word. And I sang right before that. And then I sang No Hay Título by J Balvin, but I threw in like a little spoken word piece in that. Mm-hmm.
Nice. I've heard that.
Nice.
Alyson, how about you?
So I actually I could have started at Souletri earlier if I wasn't such a wiener. So I met Tulisi. I met Tulisi a few months before Jose reached out to me, right? And Tulisi at the time was hosting something that I think was like sponsored through Souletri, and he had mentioned it, he had seen me perform, whatever. But I was like, shy, whatever. And then Jose reached out to me a few months later, and I was like, this sounds really familiar. Why does this sound really familiar? And I remember it was in the West End, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And then I remember it was one of the worst shows of my life because I was working with a new guitarist, and because I'd be having these ideas last minute. Right? I was like, nah, I'm starting in I've never worked with these people before. I want to show them I'm like a professional. I'm going to get a guitarist. I never worked with him before, but it's okay. We'll make it work. We did not make it work. It did not go well. But I remember feeling like the room had so much love in it, like from the other performers, from the people that came with them, that it wasn't as abysmal as it could have been. And when I left, Jose, like, he came up to me and he was just very supportive. And like, honestly, if I was him, I would have never called me back after that. But then, flash forward from then, I've done the virtual shows because I think this was like just before the pandemic that I started working with Souletri. And so we did the virtual shows. To me, I think they were the first ones that started doing that because I had never even, I was like, how are we going to do this? We're going to do this in Zoom. I remember trying to figure out what equipment do I have? How I'm going to do this, right? And to then, I think one of the best things about Jose is that once he's like, he likes how you work and he likes you as an artist, he will like help build you up even against your will. So I was doing the virtual shows as a singer, and then he reached out to, get me to host some stuff. Well, he also featured me, not just on that, but on the other show. B, what's the other show that you do where you like interview people?
Soul at Home.
Oh, this is one too?
No, sorry, Soul at Home. I'm sorry. See, your song's for
Soul and Tap.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cool things, guys.
I was like, I ain't never had a show that's all me. What? So we did Soul Untapped with a whole interview and everything. That's where I got to meet you. And then, we came up with the idea of Songs for the Soul. And I didn't tell him that I was nervous as fuck because I had not really hosted since like God knows when, like 10 years before. And yeah, and now, through him, I'm getting to work with Power Street Theater and just do all kinds of cool stuff that I did not anticipate. But you know what? He saw something and he helped build it up. So I think that's super cool, man.
Absolutely. And trust me, I relate to you in a lot of ways there because like, I'm going to go through this quickly, my story, but y'all got to catch my interview with Jose on the Souletri's Instagram page. We get into a lot of it. But yeah, he brought me out of a writing hiatus. And he did a lot of things he didn't even realize he did just by having faith in me. Between, asking me to be a feature and asking me to host, that was like, I had one feature and I was like 19 and I started performing with Souletri, like, what is that, like 27? So a really big gap. And then I didn't perform for like a year and a half prior. So that was a lot. And then hosting, I'm like, yeah, of course I'll do. I never hosted a damn thing in my life before. I was like, shit. And Alyson, I think you were actually my very first show.
Oh, wow.
And I met both of you through, Jesus Christ, Soul and Tapped, and that was a good time. Both of y'all blew me away. And I'm gonna pick on you, Tiff, soon because I think I might draw you back. I'm gonna text you to see if you're down to do it. But there's something that you've done live and you did on Soul Untapped that I'm in love with, and I want to hear it again because somebody don't put their music places. We'll get into that later. Let's talk about projects. Alyson, what do you got coming up? What are you working on? I know, you be modest, but you're a busy bee.
I'm trying. You know what? It's so hard. I'm gonna be real with the people who aren't artists. What y'all don't see behind the scenes is that we got to go to work. We got to pay these bills. We got studio time ain't cheap, unless somebody want to give it to me, that'd be nice. But so I'm working on my first EP, and it's going ever so slowly. And I have a few new songs that are like getting there in the vault. I'm working with Randy Whiskey, shout out to him, and my other producer Laval, and it's a lot of really cool, fun, sad girl music. So it's been a great experience. Which is funny because everyone except me is a man. That's sometimes I'm like, they must judge me and my struggle so hard. But until then, I am also working with Power Street Theater for Women's Empowerment Month. So we're doing power talks every Thursday where we're talking to like really cool female artists of all kinds. So we've had filmmakers on, we've had writers. They're all saved on the Power Street Theater Instagram. So if you didn't get to catch them before, you can watch them, the playback there. But this Thursday, we have an artist, Dale Novella, on. So they're really cool chats, whether you're an artist or you just like are an appreciator of art. We get into really deep stuff and a lot of really powerful conversation about what it's like to be a woman in the arts industries. So I hope you guys check it out. Catch me on Thursday.
As you should. Can you plug because I was looking it up right now. Yeah, I know it's a little complex. The Power Street Theater Company IG. Where are we at?
Ooh, I think it's literally Power Street Theater Co. I'll drop it in the comments after
You're
this.
in the old English RE, not ER.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We fancy theater.
Just a little bit. Hold on. Thank you. Tiff, what about you, baby? What do you got? Make me smile. It's not a threat.
It's an EP, and I love how Alyson said it's coming slowly together because it's definitely taking its time. But I have a tattoo. I don't know if you can see it. That's paciencia y fe, and I guess it's just my motto or the lesson I'm learning. I don't know, but it's something that's in the works. I'm also going to be putting out a poetry book. And Jose and I are working on an album release for Philly.
All right. Let me know. I catch flights. I'm with you. Very, very. Wow. I'm sorry. The vodka's hitting now. Very happy to hear that from the both of y'all. Listen, I'm so happy for a Monday. I'm so happy just to be doing this and be sharing the virtual stage with you guys and seeing y'all faces. Like, I have so much love for y'all first and foremost, and y'all know that we talk. I got some things in the works as well that I want to share with y'all and everybody else. I'm also working with Power Street Theater Company. I will be on in June though for round 2 or year 2 rather of our Pride celebration. So we'll be having power talks every Thursday with a different LGBTQIA+ artist and. Those conversations are so interesting, and you can still go back into the Power Street Theater Company tongue twister and check out last year's too. Met some really dope artists, not just like poets, DJs, artists, amazing. And I love how Souletri will always find these crazy, multifaceted, talented people. And one thing that I love about us, I also. Finally, it is wet with my liquor. My life is in shambles, but at all times. So right now, I honestly say it's in a good shambles, but still shambles regardless. My book, B Notes, is officially out. Shout out to J&B Press. You can catch both B Notes and Poeticals on their website. You can also go to my website, bnotespoetry.com, and there's a direct link to both of those books. Also follow me on Instagram at bnotespoetry. I think that spelling is simple, but in case a lot of y'all are not there, which totally understand, BNOTESPOETRY.com if you go to the website. And some other stuff that I'm not contractually obligated to speak about, but just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Oh, and finally, I'm joining the ranks of y'all and coming out with my EP as well.
Yes.
I just finished writing it. It's a spoken word EP. Just like Alyson said, artistry is fulfilling, but artistry is expensive. So unless y'all want to pay for all these beats that I'm paying the producer in my studio time, give me a little bit. But yes, it is actually it's a spoken word erotic EP. It's called Souletri.
Woo!
And it's something that I want to work on because I more so recently started delving into the erotic poetry realm, and my book is very serious, very emotionally heavy, and I'm a versatile bitch. I got some more for y'all. It ain't all serious.
I thought you were gonna say you just started delving into hoeing.
Alyson, turn your camera off and get out now. I'm sick of you.
I swear, I was like, what? You telling everything?
You know what? Speaking of, Tiff, pick up your phone because I got a mess. Yo, welcome.
Peace. What's up, yo?
What's up?
What up, Brandon? Hey, how you doing, y'all? Hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Part of my tardiness, Alyson. I heard you earlier talking about an artist and they day-to-day as far as work, and I'm a physical testament to that. I was just speeding on the highway while trying to keep up with your conversation after work. So don't tell me.
But pleasure. Thanks for joining us. And one thing that's definitely, again, amazing about Souletri is the family is forever expanding. You're on here once, you are family, no matter how many times you come back. So welcome. Introduce yourself. This is the first time a lot of people from the Souletri audience has seen you. So introduce yourself. Where do we find you? What do you do?
I'm Stony Tony. You can find me on Instagram mostly. TikTok, I'm still trying to keep up with the younger crew with that one. Still don't know the functionality. But I do several things. I teach film to high school students. I work in residential care. I'm a basketball coach. I'm a spoken word artist. I do screenplay, screenwrite. I've won some film festivals here and there. And I do a lot of work as far as like philanthropy within the community. I'm working on the Yonkers Community Fridge. A multitude of different things to try to bring in the paper. Yeah, I know y'all know how that is. So,
yo, thank you. And where do we find you at?
So I'm on Instagram. That's STONY914. That's Stony Tony 914. That'll probably be the easiest access, and then from there, you guys can surf the rest of the stuff that I have available for y'all.
Yeah, thank you. We definitely gonna get back into more things, and it's funny, talk about so you come in, but Tony over here is literally family, y'all.
Facts.
Well, welcome to the expansion and cheers, and I can't wait for everybody to hear what you got. But a minute, I'm redirecting back to Alyson, and I want to see what you're giving for us. Don't look so surprised like there wasn't a whole set list sent out.
I know, but I had hopes there was more time, more talking. But it's okay, we go into it.
Y'all gonna make the audience think I'm like a legit real life bully. I promise all of y'all it's love. They need the push.
In my defense, you know what? It's been a long time. I haven't even done virtual events in a hot minute, but Jose asked and you kind of just gotta say yes. So I'm like, do I know my songs? Like, what do I sing?
You know what you got.
Yeah, I do. And if I get it wrong, please, y'all who know my songs, type them in the comments. Type the lyrics.
Listen, come through with the shooby-dooby-doos and we're going to love it.
It's funny, actually. So when I used to perform live, my friends would get on me because when I'd get off stage, they're like, you changed the lyric again. We know all the lyrics. Why you changed it? I'm like, I don't know. It is whatever it comes out as. That's what it is today.
Listen. Half of performing is improvising, and I'm a testament to that shit because I've changed up verses so many damn times that when I'm physically reading it, I'm like, this is how it goes. Even in my book now, some of them like I know by memory, but when I read it back and I'm just like, that is not how the fuck I've performed it for the last like 6 months. But all right, Alyson, let's go. Sing for us, entrance us.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to shout out Souletri again because, as I said earlier, Jose has been just such a huge support, and I would not be doing half the stuff I'm doing now if not for Jose pushing and believing in me. So shout out to him again. Hopefully he'll show his face later in the stream because he's always trying to be humble and play the background. But this first song I have for y'all is my newest song. It's everything I'm playing today is available online. Just hit my there's a link in my Instagram and it'll take you to any song you want to hear. And so this one's called Red Flags, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I be running into red flags sometimes, and you know what? You just got to do it. Just has to be done sometimes. So this is Red Flags. I know it won't be long before this goes wrong. Feelings are facts, it's true. They bring me back to you. We're not on the same page. We're making a mistake, but for some reason I can't wait. We have the worst timing. Whenever I'm vulnerable, you come and find me. Then I'm back running circles again with you right behind me, knowing it isn't love. Let's play pretend anyway, as long as it lasts till the bottom of the glass. Red flags waving and still I caved in because time wasn't meant to be wasted. I know it's wrong, but I'm fading, and it feels amazing when you hold me so close. I can taste it. So close that you can taste it. I'm ashamed to admit it. Love is not a game, but I still played with it. I'm out of my lane, I get it. A lot should have changed, would have came out different. What's comfortable still laying down, what's under you? Oh, feelings are facts, it's true. What brings me back to you? And still I caved in. Wasn't meant to be wasted. I know it's wrong, but I'm fading. Amazing when you hold me so close, I can taste it. So grab your glass, let's toast. Here's to going ghosts on strangers that we know. I caved in to be wasted. Oh, fading and it feels amazing. You hold me so close, I can taste it. Can taste it. So that's me. I'll be making bad decisions, but you know what?
Gang.
That's how we know B does too. But you know what? I say it's all part of the process. And when you're trying to find love, you're gonna get it wrong a couple hundred times and hopefully learn from that and then be better the next time. With that
You're
said,
a liar.
shut up. With that said, my next song is also about a bunch of mistakes I made.
Point in case.
This next song is about so if you're an overthinker like me, you're gonna make the mistake and you're gonna think about it for like 17 months afterward, right? And you're gonna flip it every which way to try and find the way that it makes sense, right, in your head. And I got to a point where I wasn't able to sleep because I was still thinking about this thing that had happened years before and trying to figure out what went wrong. And then I had to just accept that, like, oh, I messed up. That was on me. So I wrote a song about it so that I would never have to actually tell the person and I could keep that shit to myself. So this is Restless. Ooh. my heart won't let it go. It's 3 a.m. and I'm in bed alone, replaying moments from so long ago to understand just where we went wrong. You left me restless, regretting everything I ever said, knowing I never meant it. Should have been honest, but I left you feeling disrespected. If they were my mistakes, why did I choose to be defensive? And and I was reckless, remembering all the ways I fucked it up. How could I mess this? I should have said I loved you from the moment that I felt it. But now it's way too late and I'm awake and lying helpless. How can I ever make this better? How can I bring you back to me? I'm trying hard to hold it all together, but I'm scared that will never be. You said that you've got nothing left, that I broke you and you can't forget. But there's still that part of me that says I won't give up on us yet, 'cause you left me restless, regretting everything I ever said, knowing I never meant it. Should have been honest, but I left you feeling disrespected. If they were my mistakes, why did I choose to be defensive? And and I was reckless, remembering all the ways I fucked it up. How could I miss this? I should have said I loved you from the moment that I felt it. But now it's way too late and I'm awake and lying helpless. And what can I do? I'm reaching for you. Forgive me, please, 'cause I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Can that be enough for you? For you, I was restless, regretting all the ways I fucked it up. How could I miss this? I should have said I loved you every moment that I felt it. But now it's way too late, and I'm away. I would have done the things I should have, but then if I could have, would it even be enough? Sadbitchmusic.com. I'm gonna buy that domain. So my next song, that's the same one, my bad. My last song, I have to do it because Jose from Souletri loves this song, and he don't speak a lick of Spanish. He don't speak not one word of Spanish, and I be forgetting sometimes, and I'll say some stuff in Spanish, and he don't even say nothing. He just let me talk. But so this one you might recognize it. It's a very famous sad girl song in English that I said, you know what? I feel like in another life, Sarah Bareilles was Puerto Rican or something, because she's like, you know, our lyrics are so deep and dramatic, and I feel like she's on that same wave. So let's just put her in Spanish. And so this song that I'm about to play is dedicated to Jose, and it's called Gravity. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, I still feel you here till the moment I'm gone. El tiempo siempre me regresa aquí, por más lejos que esté. Aún me siento encadenada a ti, atada al recuerdo, te busco otra vez. Suéltame, libérame, no puedo luchar otro momento contra tu gravedad. Resistiré y quebraré como siempre. Regreso a donde yo debo estar, junto a ti, enredada en ti. Super Spanish guitar break. Shout out to the producer Randy Whiskey, who has been with me on a couple of these Souletri events, and also with Nubia, who's in the comments, another Souletri sister. Hago el intento de dejarte atrás y luzco fuerte al parecer, pero conoces mi fragilidad. Tan solo me tocas y me vuelvo a caer. Suéltame, libérame, no puedo luchar otro momento contra tu gravedad. Resistiré y quebraré como siempre. Regreso a donde yo debo estar, junto a ti, enredada en ti. La vida se complica, me deja tan perdida, tan pronto el corazón grita por ti. Lo único que quiero es ahogarme en tus besos y no me queda más que rendirme a ti. Oh, necesito de ti. Oh, yeah. Suéltame, libérame, no puedo luchar otro momento contra tu gravedad. Resistiré y quebraré como siempre. Regreso a donde yo debo estar, junto a ti, enredada en ti. Thank you.
Baby.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's like I have an audience. Not for nothing, being virtual, sometimes you'd be like, man, I want a little.
You get all of it. Listen, baby, every time you hit the ati, I was about to try, but I'm gonna spare y'all ears. I'll be going off. I'm really hyped that your entire fucking set tonight was all of my favorites. So I was jamming. Those are all
I was like,
too.
See, I thought of you because I was like, well, B likes these songs and Jose likes this song. You know what? We're just gonna go all originals because if I sing something else, somebody gonna get mad.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, probably would have bought you. So doing as red flag, let's do this. No, but the fact that you even did Restless, I mean, I don't know if you remember from when we literally very first did Soul Untapped and you did that's my shit. So you really, thank you for making my night.
Oh, you're welcome. And not for nothing, you know, we was talking about how it's so much work to like put music out. Restless done took 100 years to put out, and it's now like 2-3 years old, and it's still my most streamed song every single week. That I'm like, you know what? I'm getting my money back. I'm getting my money, my time back.
Y'all better. Hold up. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all right there. Y'all better. That's my shit. Thank you. Tiffany is hiding right now. because I've been abusing her on the sidelines. But the bullying ain't done. While we get into the middle of the show, Tony, you missed the beginning. I've already been drinking and smoked before this, but cheers to the night. If my words a little trip, I'm here. What up, baby? Welcome back. I'm coming back for you. Stay tuned. In the meantime, though, I'm going to hop back on the invisible mic. If you want to pretend this one's on right now, you can, but I'm going to hop back on. As I said, tonight's set was for the ladies. First set, I really did want to just defend the right to, pro-choice. It's your decision, not nan man, especially nan white man about to step in and tell any woman what to do with their body. So that's my belief. But, moving forward from that, I want to get more specific. So the first poem I have is dedicated to one of my best friends. She is not only an amazing Souletri fan, but my number one fan. She approves all of my poetry. She has so much love for the world, and sometimes shit gets hard, and I just always wish that I can take it all away and make sure she's just loved and experiences everything she deserves. This poem is called I Wish. Decades of trauma, like gray Sloan the way it senses around you. I pray and I hope every day that I could surround you in a veil of love and protection, deflecting and redirecting any harm that may come in your direction. I wish that life worked this way, where my embrace alone could keep you safe. You've put up with far too much for far too long. And though many days you don't see, I wish you knew that you're not alone. I wish that feeling wasn't something you're so prone to and know too well. I wish you wouldn't dwell on that notion, and I know it's a hard one to not commit to. You've been left alone since you were little, a pattern that's become all too familiar, like the tiles on the floor you see when your head's down and you trying to conceal your frown and the anguish on your face. I wish that every time it happened, I could snatch you out of that place. You go when your mind decides to play NASCAR and race and trace back to every time you've been disgraced, displaced, made to feel out of place. I wish I could erase it all off your mainframe, hack the database and replace it all. Keep you in a more positive headspace. I wish the only hands that ever touched your body were from gentle strokes across your face. Fingertips that paced every inch of your godlike body. Hugs that kept you laced in love, caresses and rubs that encased you in a space of safety and trust. None that ever told sad stories. I wish you understood that you never deserved trauma, but it made you that much stronger and made you love that much harder. I wish you didn't feel like you had to have such thick skin. Your flesh isn't made of armor. You already carry a chip on your shoulder and harbor enough emotion. Don't let the load you bear grow larger. I wish every time you cried, you didn't feel you had to apologize. I wish you knew having real feelings don't make you a weak bitch or make you think that you'll be ostracized. I wish you didn't disguise the hurt you felt with jokes, though I get it. Laughing at the pain is a lot more manageable than if you actually felt it. I wish you knew what your worth is. I know sometimes you may feel worthless, but you're priceless. The brightness you exude illuminates altitudes for someone who often forgets what life is. And while your attitude can sometimes be crude, your intentions are good. Your passion shines through from the fire burning inside of you. At times it gets overlooked and misconstrued, but anyone's inability to see the full scope of you should never make you feel devalued. I wish every day I could instill that certitude and include myself in your thoughts. The voices that speak bad of you, my love, I wish mine could drown them out. I wish I could write every line of this piece on your scars, both visible and concealed, the ones others gave to you and the ones you gave yourself in an effort to feel anything other than the pain. I wish instead of harping on how much it hurts, you focus on how far you came. Instead of fixating on all you lost, you look at everything you gained. I wish that every day I could remind you, you're so fucking special, So phenomenal, so essential to myself and many other. Though my words may seem impossible, it's possible, better yet probable. You don't see yourself the way I do, due to some optical illusions that some horrible chronicles you've lived through force your mind to see, but you are perfectly imperfect. I wish you would recognize all the magic you hold beneath the surface. When doubt and sadness come to your door, I wish next time you respectfully return it, or disrespectfully, because that's just who you are. I wish all those things that make you up, you can preserve it. The chapters of your story that still shake you up, burn it. I wish one day you read these words and recognize my verdict. Learn it, stay determined, and keep on fighting for all you deserve. From my pen to the stars, because baby, you've earned it. Again, shout out to you, Sophia. I love you. Very happy to see you tomorrow. You always got me, baby. Last piece I want to read for y'all. I'm gonna let the rest of you amazing people take the show. This poem actually just recently reached its anniversary. Nothing that I want to be happy for. This poem is in dedication to my grandmother Esther, who died 5 years ago recently, and I wrote this piece the same day that I found out. And performed it the same night off of a lot of Hennessy, and that did not go well. So I'm glad that I could perform it in a better place. It's called Tell Me. Tell me all about your life, your joyous occasions, your times of strife. Tell me about your childhood in Puerto Rico, where the skies were blue and the heat was lethal. Tell me all about how you grew up. Tell me how scared you were when you had to get up and emigrate to the United States at 14, trying to make it down these streets so mean. Tell me how you ended up working in a factory, living out Pedro Pietri's Puerto Rican obituary. Tell me how you managed to be colorblind in a world so focused on color, how you ain't let the cold world leave you jaded like it did many other. Tell me how you kept your cool and didn't get triggered when the racists of the world said you was just another nigga. Tell me how it felt during times of racism and discrimination. Did you feel any safer when they ended segregation? Tell me how, as a woman of color, you stood up to adversity. How with little education, you had wisdom that couldn't be taught at any university. Tell me how it felt living through the wildest moments in history. Did you face all your fears? Did you feel any misery? Tell me about the day you met Grandpa Paul. Did you feel butterflies? Did your heart hit the floor? Tell me about all the moments that made your life worthwhile, about your wedding day, about giving birth to your first child. Tell me, did you see yourself going down that line, giving birth to 7 but bringing up 9? Tell me how you brought up respectable women and gentlemen, and how you had to use that chancleta every now and again. Tell me how bad dad was, and the rest for that matter. How many times you had to swing on them like the Yankees lead batter. Tell me all the stupid things they made you do to make you mad and make you laugh. Tell me about all the rough times and the good times, and how long did they last. Tell me how you managed to stay kind and humble. Tell me how many times you failed, how many times you fumbled. Tell me how many times you fell but stood right back up. Tell me so I can remember every time I want to give up. Tell me when you lost Grandpa, how much it hurt that day. Was the pain everlasting? Did the pain go away? Tell me how much you loved your grandchildren down to your last breath. How you wanted me to give you more, and how cute they'd be with Steph. Tell me that story one more time where the man tried to rob you, but you told him you worked for what's yours and he needed to get a job too. Tell me again all those stories in Spanish. Though I barely understood, I really do wish to have those moments back, to spend time with you again. Tell me how it felt as you got closer to the end. Though your health had been fading for many years now, tell me what helped you hold on for so long. Tell me why. Tell me how. Tell me though your memory was fading, you still remember my face. Tell me you're good now. Tell me you're in a better place. Tell me it's okay if I didn't make it down in 6 years, because I feel terrible. Tell me to dry my tears, because death is inevitable. I wish I didn't underestimate how much time you had left. I wish you could have told me. I wish I better guessed. There's a million things I wish you could tell me. I didn't know how soon you'd die. Most of all, I wish you can tell me you love me one more time. Thank you.
You really gonna mess us up like that? Why your voice gotta be so beautiful?
Right. I'm like I'm trying to find a segue to like make it like less like sharp right now. Like I'm like, damn, I'm in my emotions. I want to find a joke. I don't know how to like move on to the next emotion. I'm stuck right now. Yeah.
The fact that you said you want to find a joke, you're definitely family. That's all we do is laugh at the pain.
I gotta laugh at trauma, brother. That's the only way.
Yo, I felt that. Tiffany, are you good?
I am. The line you said, I started paying attention to everything else and I forgot it, but you said something like, tell me about the times that you fell so I can remember that every time I want to give up. But that,
Lito, I see it in your face. Now I feel almost a little bad for bothering you. Not at all. I'm gonna get back to it, but thank y'all for listening. Again, shout out to the ladies, Tiffany, Alyson, the ladies of Souletri, Gabby, all the ladies of the world. Shout out to you all. I'm sorry, Nubia. Shout out to you as well, though, baby. Let's move forward. Cuzzo, I want you to set the stage ablaze. We are extremely excited to see what you got for us tonight.
Dope. All right, cool. So I have a few since it's a 15-minute set. The first joint is supposed to be like an ode to the park. I'm a basketball aficionado, so I was one of the youth that kind of grew up in the basketball court in La Cancha. So yeah, this is the park. Yeah, there's a visual for this too on my Instagram as well as YouTube. So when y'all can, check that out. The park. It is our place of solace and worship, where the altar lies at center court, and the communion is passed through buckets back and forth. The park is where we learn to swing. At first, not at our own, but in time we grow to see that our wings were cut too early, so we aim our feet up at the trees. The park, where lollipops taste better under lead water and daughters double dutch over Dutch guts. Where friends meet to make ends meet, and quarter waters with chips are shared like trust funds. The park. Oh, how hoop dreams meet cracked pavements. How a skull sounds like shackles because of the chain nets. The park, where we as youth unknowingly network, playing That's My Car, clearly knowing our net worth. A child in the park. Well, better way to say what society's wishing. A child in the park is a spark that society's missing. So the spark starts with the park's conditions. The park, the good parts, the bad parts. The park that birthed the adult we now know. The park, through rain, sun, sleet, and snow. All right, that's the first joint, man. Got that out. Whew. Got me hot in my own crib right now. I gotta wipe my hands down. A little sweaty right now.
You better spit, poet. You better spit.
Yeah, word. It's been a while. This online thing is probably a little more nerve-wracking. I like seeing the crowd and the expressions, but definitely. Next joint. All right, cool. So, Subway. So I got a dope visual for Subway as well. Everybody got their own depiction of what the Subway looks like. You know, depending on uptown, downtown might be a little different visuals than some would anticipate than for others. So check this one out. I hope y'all like this one. It's an ode to the Subway. Long travels on that subway where we are standing with souls who just need a seat, where eyes meet without a greet, and we stare back at our feet. Headphones on, heads bop to the beats, others using them as an excuse to avoid having to speak. Where your card swipes, not once and not twice. And the MTA fare keeps spiking in price. Life on the iron horse, where the tracks or the trail, and the road to prevail comes down to not touching the rail. The third one, the worst one, where electrocution meets execution, and the sounds of musicians who are the best to do it. Where asking for change is a full-time hustle, when kids selling candy just to stay out of trouble. Where the poles keep us upright after the conductor breaks. Then turns into practice grounds for dancers and empty trains. See the carts on stage for those that are brave, as well as an after party for them ethnic parades. Hit the heights for the DR, hit the X for the PR. We are subject to random search if you carry a bag. Hop the train in them planes proceeding dropping their bags. Where if you see something, say something, but we never looking. and the bullshit citations could lead you to the bookings, the subway. I hope you get to ride it someday. All right, y'all, that's Subway.
Oh, finish your set. I'm coming for you after this, though.
That's Subway. That's my sentence. That's it. That's how I cap off Subway. But I got more. So y'all let me know.
You got time. Hit us with one more.
All right, cool, no doubt. What's the next joint? Let's see. Let's do a drunk poem. Everybody got a drunk poem. All right. I drink until I can dance. Then I dance around words to the point where every refreshing conversation is of brown water because Hennessy is cheaper than therapy. I speak sonar to those too shallow to know what depth is, and at the age of 28, I've had the wind knocked out of me enough to know of my solar plexus. I've got gray hairs like silver bullets trying to kill these monsters within me. I say ouch before it happens because pain is a foreshadow of life, a movie you've never seen once unless you've seen it twice. My dream vacations are under willow trees. As I sit and I ask myself, if I'm a human becoming or a human being, small distance of a difference between that of an artist or a con artist. So is it fair that I'm the heir to a family inheritance that isn't there? Is it fair? I say yeah, because happiness is habitual, and a poor man's mind is a rich man's residual. Peace. That's another one, yeah. We're gonna end everyone like that's another one. There we go.
You better fucking spit. Yeah. First off, I need to use this somewhere. Hennessy is cheaper than therapy because goddamn, ain't that
how truth? How truth is that, right?
Ain't that the truth?
Word.
Not
man.
that I'm encouraging, but
no, that's not our fault. That's a systemic issue right there, man.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. But nah, Cuzzo, you killed it. First of all, and again, it's crazy how we kind of just really met, started getting to know each other and shit. But in the way that we write, and I see the direction we go, there are definitely just similarities in there. That shit just written in the fucking blood. You bodied that, and I want to say on behalf of Jose, on behalf of Souletri, welcome to the family.
Well, word. I appreciate it. Thank you. I feel welcome. There's so much love in here.
You fit right in like you've been here from the beginning.
Right.
Always.
Exactly. From the jump.
always. And speaking of, doing things virtually it's fun. It's how we survived the pandemic, because surviving the pandemic was a bitch and a motherfucking half. So it's glad we were able to create this platform and do this. But Souletri is looking to come back. Like we looking at fall 2022. Let's get back to a real stage. Come see us and join us in person. Details definitely to come when we clear those things out. But you need to see every single one of these beautiful faces in person. Cause bitch, you think I look good on camera? Just wait till I'm there. Don't throw my foul. Throw them panties on stage. Well, nah, but in all honesty, we ready to bring this back to stage, because as much as we love to give y'all everything we can give, ain't nothing like that feeling and that warmth from every single one of y'all. Family, support, everything right there. Just like Tony said, catching them expressions, the way people react to every line, way people react to y'all voices, we ready, we in there. We have we have a lot of things that we're working on. We're gonna have some pop-up virtual events coming soon. Again, just make sure you're following us, especially on Facebook.com/Souletri and Instagram @Souletri_ to keep up with all the good shit that we got coming for you. Once again, Poeticals Volume 1 and B Notes are both for sale. You can find that on the link on Souletri's Instagram page, my Souletri page. My website is a direct link to both. Definitely cop it. We got physical copies, we got ebooks. With Poeticals, if you're trying to get a physical copy, which I suggest you do, they are limited edition. Aside from being a great read, you may want to make sure you have a hard copy, which features our signatures, our beautiful faces. Who doesn't want that in their crib? I'm saying. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything for y'all. And of course, we got some more episodes of a certain show that I'm very entertained by and was on, hosted by somebody here. What was the name of that show? Maybe I could get somebody here to sing it.
Songs for the soul.
Please tune in for your lovely hostess here hosting Songs for the Soul. It is such a good time. I had so much fun with you. I have so much fun watching the other episodes. Follow the podcast, follow on YouTube, catch everything. Follow the Instagram page. Songs for the Soul podcast, right? That's the whole thing.
Yes, Songs for the Soul podcast. It's on every streaming thingy, wherever you listen to podcasts. We got an episode with your wonderful, talented host B. But we just have so many amazing artists on there, and they're talking about their favorite songs. So it's kind of cool to see the music that inspires other people's art and how passionate people get talking about their favorite songs.
Yo, let me tell you, Alyson, it'd be mad funny because sometimes I'd be in the shower with my like playlist on and shit and be like, damn, I should have fucking used this question for this. Like this song for this question. I'm just like, damn, because you know, like we spoke about, there's so much inspiration, whether you're a poet, you're a singer, music really ties into it a lot.
For sure, for sure. And we actually still coming up with people for the next season. So if any artists out there are interested and you want to come talk shit with me for a while about your favorite songs, this is your opportunity. Let us know. Hit up Jose or me, or hit up the Songs for the Soul page.
I'm a bully. Yeah, you just throw it at me and I'll bully them. But speaking of, I got to stop promoting my bullyism all night. But somebody here has, Alyson was gracious enough to know me as an artist and friend and be in love with her entire set. And not that I didn't love Miss Tiffany's entire set. She knows she has a song that I love to hear every single time. And it's not so much of a song. It's one of the most beautifully orchestrated mashups I have ever seen or heard. So if you could just please close out the night with this for me, baby. And violence doesn't have to be chosen any longer.
Okay, totally fine. Violence. All right, here we go. Another mashup. Y'all know I love my mashups. B, this is for you. Why did I just get a little nervous? Oh. You love me is specially different every time. You keep me on my feet, happily excited by your cologne, your hands, your smile, your intelligence. You caught me. You tease me, you please me, you school me, give me some things to think about, ignite me, you invite me, you co-write me, you love me, you like me, you inside me to co-write. Oh, Silly. Shout out to Jill Scott, lover. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo with so much space. Ooh, yeah. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I guess I just knew too much. Oh, this guy making me crazy. This guy making me crazy. Well, maybe I'm crazy. ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me. Ooh la la la, it's the way that I rock when I'm doing my thing. Ooh la la la, it's a natural lie. Tiffany brings. Ooh la 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 la, sweet thing.
You better fucking sing.
Thank you so much.
And that
for mashup. So shout out to you for asking about that.
That's how you close, yo.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Gabby, we love you too.
I love you, Gabby.
We love you, Mama Souletri. We're everybody's niece, baby Souletri. Even though Jose said Gabby will beat me up if I call her that, but I'm still sticking to that's her name.
Give my baby a kiss from me.
All the kisses. And now, speaking of Jose, we getting ready to wrap up this night. But do y'all think I was gonna let homeboy hide behind stage? If we could bring up the man, the myth, the legend, the founder of Souletri, Kiko.
He got it, but at this point.
Oh, here we go. Welcome. Everybody, a round of applause for Mr. Jose. What up, founder? You are you.
What's going on, you guys? What is going on?
What's good? Welcome. You stay hiding, steady hiding.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
Jose is a very strong silent type, not even just regularly strong, very strong silent type. But this man is a mastermind. This man is working 24/7 between his main job, Souletri, working with Power Street, working with J&B Press, working with the community of father. This man does not stop. To this day, I don't know if he sleeps or eats. There's certain human aspects about him that I don't think exist. It's been a while. We're trying to figure that out. But Jose, from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you for creating this. You've created a family. You've created a space for all types of different talents that feel unheard, that feel underprivileged, that don't have space, that want a voice, that just also want to feel comfortable. And it's something that ties in with everybody that's spoken here tonight. You've made a place for everybody to just be able to express themselves and feel comfortable.
Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that, man. This is what it's all about. Like if we don't have community, we ain't got nothing. So we all gotta work together. We gotta grind together. We all gotta hustle together. So that's how it is.
Anything would you like to say to the supporters of everything you've created tonight?
Just thank you. Like that's pretty much what it is. Like 5 years ago, this is just like a one and done dream. This is trying to just clear out everything I did for so many years and just be like, fuck it, let's just end it on a high note. It just ended up being something fun. Just ended up just being everybody wanted more and more and more. And from there, we built this amazing global community. And, it's not just New York and Philly. Like we really are global, from like Canada to, LA to the Caribbean to everywhere. We definitely built a community, and it's just been fun to watch everybody succeed, from Alyson to Tiff to B, even, damn, so many people just been succeeding. Like, damn, B, help me out here.
We got Leah all up and down Broadway. We got RK pushing out her book.
Yeah, we got
Alyson Cadena on her show.
Yes. Yo, you know what? That was that like proud, like, dad moment where like I literally like was like looking at Peacock and I'm like, oh shit, like just like that shit is, her. Like, like she's been on all our shows. Like, nobody knew of her until she was, hanging with us like on here, and just to see her on like her own like TV show on like Peacock,
killing it.
That shit was just a proud dad moment. So, just to watch everybody succeed, that's just where it's at. So you know what? Thank you everybody for just making this community thrive. Thank you guys for just pushing it. And you know, we still got more to come. Just, you know, taking our time, just, you know, making sure we do it all right to make sure everybody gets what they deserve, you know.
Absolutely.
And Alyson, we're gonna do your album release party here in Philly as well. Tiff, we already got that shit ready, so you know, we good. So you let me know, Alyson. We put that shit on tour.
Jose, I see you.
I don't know how to put a show together. That's all you.
I got you.
I'm going to the master.
I said, just call me. I'll be your booking agent. We'll do from here all the way down to PR.
See, it works out. Tiff and Alyson, I'll be somewhere between manager and abusive older brother. I need more content, please and thank you. Especially you, Tiff. I know where you live.
And and yo, just really quick, yo, Tony, just want to thank you for tonight. Like, yo, you are fucking dope, brother. And you know, definitely, you know, we gonna connect more so we could do some work together, because you definitely are just fucking fire, bro. So thank you, man, for coming out, and I appreciate it.
Nah, I appreciate the platform, man. Thank you for putting together something like this. It's dope, man. Shit takes a lot of hard work, so I recognize it and I respect it.
For sure. Thank you, brother. And that's it, you guys. 5 years. I don't know. I'll see you guys soon.
See y'all very soon, and
y'all
catch up for the 60th anniversary.
You said 60 or 6?
6.
6. I was like, shit, at fucking 60, bro. I'm gonna.
He said 60. We're going for 60.
Gang, gang.
Like the freedom writers out here, old as hell, doing poetry.
All right, y'all. Good night.
All right, you guys. Have a good night tonight. Later.
Bye.
And scene. We're still live, Jose, but it's fine.